Welcome to Luxury Ascension, a space devoted to redefining wealth, worth, and well-being from the inside out. Here, we elevate every dimension of life through presence, self-mastery, and the standards you choose to embody daily. Today, we're exploring the true power of boundaries, why the luxury of saying no is the ultimate act of self-respect and the foundation for an elevated life. Let's redefine luxury, one intentional choice at a time. The most expensive thing you'll ever own is your own no. Not the possessions you collect, not the status you perform, not the invitations you accept. It's the boundary you draw in the sand and honor, quietly, unapologetically, without trembling. That is the luxury most people never taste. We're conditioned to believe luxury is about what you can acquire, what you can display, what you can prove. But true luxury is invisible. It's the internal standard that says, I am no longer available for what drains me, distracts me, or diminishes me. It's the sovereignty to step back from what's familiar, to exit conversations that cost too much, to let go of roles that require you to shrink. It's the ability to choose peace over performance, clarity over chaos, and alignment over approval. Boundaries are not walls, they are invitations. Invitations to a higher frequency, to deeper self-trust, to a life where your energy is not up for auction. When you begin to honor your boundaries, you stop negotiating your worth in the marketplace of other people's comfort. You stop apologizing for your preferences. You stop explaining your decisions to those who only ever benefited from your lack of them. There is a profound refinement in becoming selective with your access, your attention, your time. Luxury is not measured by how many people want you, but by how few you allow to disrupt your peace. The world will call this cold. They will call it selfish, but only because they are used to you being endlessly available, endlessly agreeable, endlessly exhausted. There is nothing noble about depletion. There is nothing aspirational about being everything to everyone. The most expensive thing you can do is protect your internal environment as if it were a rare garden, because it is. Every time you say yes out of obligation, you make a quiet withdrawal from your own vault. You spend energy you do not have. You mortgage your focus. You dilute your presence. Over time, these micro-betrayals add up. Resentment grows in the soil of overcommitment. Exhaustion becomes the cost of perpetual accessibility. You start to feel like a guest in your own life, crowded out by other people's priorities. But when you begin to say no, cleanly, calmly, without apology, you reclaim authorship. You become the curator of your own experience, the architect of your own peace. You move from being at the mercy of circumstance to being the source of your own stability. This is not about being hard or closed. It is about being clear. Clear about what you value. Clear about what you allow. Clear about what you are building. Boundaries are not about pushing the world away. They are about pulling your own vision closer. They are about making space for what is truly aligned, for the relationships that honor your growth, for the opportunities that match your frequency. Saying no is not a rejection of others. It is a profound yes to your own evolution. Every time you honor a boundary, you reinforce a new standard. You teach your nervous system that safety is not found in people-pleasing, but in self-respect. You show your lineage that love does not require self-abandonment. You model for your future self that peace is not a reward for exhaustion, but a requirement for expansion. Luxury is the discipline to be discerning, to recognize that not every invitation is an opportunity, that not every request is a priority, that not every connection is meant to be kept. The more you refine your boundaries, the richer your life becomes, not with things, but with time, with clarity, with genuine connection. There is a softness in restraint, a power in selective access, an elegance in deciding that your energy is not a public utility. The world will try to convince you that saying no is harsh. But what is truly harsh is a life spent in quiet resentment, in chronic fatigue, in a constant state of self-negotiation. There is nothing luxurious about being available to everyone but yourself. The first time you enforce a boundary, it may feel uncomfortable. Your body might tense. Old stories might surface. Stories about being difficult, about being ungrateful, about being left behind. But discomfort is not danger. It is the growing pain of stepping into a new identity. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself move through it. On the other side is a self you've never met, grounded, selective, and deeply at home in your own presence. Some of the most powerful transformations happen in silence. The phone calls you stop answering, the invitations you decline without explanation, the habits you retire in favor of rest, reflection, and renewal. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes it is the quiet subtraction of what no longer fits. As you become more intentional, you may notice the crowd thinning. Some people will call you changed. Some will call you distant. Some will call you unkind. Let them. You are not here to be endlessly accessible. You are here to be exquisitely aligned. Every person who falls away creates space for someone who honors your boundaries. Every opportunity you decline makes room for something more resonant. Every standard you raise is a signal to the universe that you are ready for more. Boundaries are the architecture of every elevated life. You cannot build legacy on resentment. You cannot build peace on overextension. You cannot build abundance while leaking energy into every open hand. The luxury of saying no is the luxury of self-authorship, of living each day as a deliberate act of creation rather than a string of reactions to other people's requests. You don't need to be harder. You don't need to be colder. You need to be sovereign. You need to be clear. You need to be the kind of person who expects respect, not because you demand it, but because you embody it. The more you honor your boundaries, the easier it becomes. No drama, no defense, just a quiet, unwavering standard. Let your no be a declaration. I am not available for what drains me. I am not accessible to what distracts me. I am not open to what diminishes me. I am here for what aligns, what uplifts, what expands. That is the luxury of saying no, not the luxury of exclusion, but the luxury of self-respect. And from that place, everything you say yes to gets better. Every yes becomes more meaningful. Every connection more nourishing. Every moment more intentional. This is the new currency. This is the new standard. This is the art of living luxuriously, by design, not by default. Thank you for joining me today. If this message resonated, I invite you to carry its frequency into every choice you make. Until next time, peace and love.